Hello everyone, welcome along to Sportsbet TV. Paul Alster here with you once again with your tips for this weekend over Saturday the 14th and Sunday the 15th of November. And I have three selections for you, and we're focusing on the action at Cheltenham. We've got so much great racing over the weekend. Let's go to Saturday, where the big race is the 2:15, the Grade 3 Paddy Power Gold Cup Handicap Chase, one of the first really big red-hot betting races of the National Hunt season. Now, it's over 2.5 miles. Over the last 10 years, trainers Paul Nicholls, Nigel Twiston-Davies and John Joe O'Neill have each won it twice in the last 10 years, so their horses are always worth watching. We've also got last year's first and second in this, Kerry Lee's Happy Diva and John Joe's Brelon Das. We've got Slade House, who was bang there when he fell 2 out in the race last year, but all three of those have gone up in the weights. There's also Spirit of the Games and Sira Dulac, who ran last year. They're back for more, but they both pulled up on that occasion. Now, interesting runners here include Mr. Fisher and also Summit Sonnet for Paul Nicholls. They were 4th and 7th behind Sam Crow at the Cheltenham Festival and Grade 1 Company at the end of last season. And there's Simply the Betts, who was 4th, who has won 4 of his last 5, including at the Cheltenham Festival, over the course and distance when he beat Happy Diva. So this really is a red-hot race. Now, because it's so hot, I'm offering you 2 selections here, both at big prices, and I think it's just worth spreading the money around a little bit here. Now, the first is ASO. ASO, trained by Venetia Williams and the Mount of Charlie Deutsch. What a terrific servant he's been to Venetia. He's very, very classy at his best, and he beat Happy Diva over the course and distance in January 2019. And believe it or not, he's actually £14 better off now. He was also second, of course, to Frodon in the Ryanair Chase. That was a memorable race, and of course Frodon has already done us a very big favour winning at Cheltenham earlier on this season at good odds. I hope you were on that time. Now, it has to be said, ASO didn't have the best of times in 4 runs last season, but because of that, he's fallen £10 in the weights. He remains a classy horse, and all the signs are that Venetia's horses are beginning to come back to form. In the past, he has run well first time out, and I just think that off his current mark going back into a handicap at 22-1 each way, and that is for 6 places with William Hills and 5 places with Bet Victor, I think that could prove to be very good value, because he really is not a handicapper. This is a proper graded performer, and if things fall right for him, ASO, who likes to be up with the pace, could run a massive race at big odds. Now, the other one I fancy in the race is even bigger odds. His name is Domaine de Lille. He's trained by Sean Curran and is the mount of Sean Bowen. He's an ex-French horse who has done really well for Sean Curran, who doesn't have too many horses. He rattled up a hat-trick last season over fences at Chepstow, Newcastle, and in a hot race at Ascot. And he improved in total by £20. Who's to say he's not going to improve again this season? And he's already had a spin around Cheltenham in a hurdle a few weeks ago where he was badly hampered. Admittedly, he wasn't going to get into the race 3 out when he was hampered, but he stayed on well enough, and that would have blown away the cobwebs. And I can really see this horse running a very big race. I was really surprised when I saw that Sky Bet, at the time of this recording on Friday lunchtime, are offering 50-1 each way about Domaine de Lille, and that's for 6 places. So I think that really is worth a little tickle each way at 50-1, Domaine de Lille, and along with ASO at 22-1 each way, I think those could both give us a run for our money at decent odds. And then, of course, at Cheltenham on Saturday, the 2:15, the Paddy Power Gold Cup. Now, just a little bit earlier on Saturday, the 140 at Cheltenham is a Grade 2 novice chase over 2 miles. Fussell Raffles is a really good hurdler, and he's 2 from 2 over fences. He could prove hard to beat. There's also Kel Destan and Eldorado Allen, who are 2 exciting prospects. But I've been working recently covering Irish racing regularly, and I was very impressed by a filly, a 4-year-old filly, who won a Grade 3 novice chase at Punchestown recently. Her name is ZARKAREVA. She's trained by Henry de Bromhead and will be ridden by Aidan Coleman. Now, because she's a filly and a 4-year-old, she gets all the allowances. She's 2 from 3 over fences, and remember, she's already a Grade 3 winner. She jumped in the main very nicely at Punchestown, including pinging the final fence, and the momentum of that jump carried her forward past 3 rivals who were disputing the lead and on to victory. Now, Henry de Bromhead is a top-class trainer. I think it is very interesting. One, he's sending this filly over from Ireland to take on older horses with more experience. He obviously feels she's got it in her to run very well indeed, and getting all the allowances, she is an attractive bet. And once again, there's a standout price, this time with Bet365. At the time of this recording, they're going 9-1. In a small field, I think ZARKAREVA is very good sporting value at 9-1 in the 140 at Cheltenham in the Grade 2 Novice Chase. And then for our third and final selection, worth waiting till Sunday. We're back at Cheltenham for the 3 o'clock race there. The Grade 3 Greatwood Hurdle is over 2 miles. It is always a red-hot handicap hurdle, often won by horses that are much better than handicappers. Now, if you follow us regularly, you know that a few weeks ago, in a good handicap hurdle at Ascot, I recommended you a horse called SEBASTOPOL. He's trained by Tom Lacey, and on Sunday he's going to be the mount of Jonathan Burke. He was due to run at Ascot, and I really fancied him, but they didn't run him because there was plenty of rain, and he really doesn't go in very soft ground, so they've been patient. They missed out on the opportunity to bid for a big prize, and they've waited for this one. Now, SEBASTOPOL is 3 from 6 in his career over hurdles. He was very impressive last October at Wincanton when he won up 127. And then in February this year, he won the Scottish County Hurdle off a mark of 136, and he won it in really good fashion there. Now, the fact that they took him out of the Ascot race, they've waited for this event, and they're being patient, means he must have a decent chance. And once again, there is a standout price at the time of this recording, and that is with William Hill once again, who are going 6 places, and they're offering 12-1. And I think that 12-1 each way SEBASTOPOL on Sunday is going to be worth waiting for, because I think this horse is better than his current handicap mark. So as long as there's not too much rain, that's the proviso. If it rains heavily Saturday into Sunday, don't bother. Just have a watching brief and just see how things go. But if they do run him, then they obviously will feel he will handle conditions, and at 12-1 each way, SEBASTOPOL, Cheltenham, 3 o'clock on Sunday, I think he's worth an interest. So 3 selections over the weekend at the home of National Hunt Racing at Cheltenham. It's going to be wonderful racing with some great horses taking part. Enjoy it. I hope we have some success. And of course, win, lose or draw, we'll be back next week with more here at Sportsbet TV. And from myself, Paul Alster, I wish you for now a great weekend and look forward to you joining me next week for more coverage and tips at Sportsbet. Bye-bye for now.